Welcome back to the vlog, everyone. Today, the vlog's gonna be a little different. Because we are so dead with the coronavirus, I thought that I would take this opportunity, rather than doing the life of myself, because it's quite boring right now, I would go over some of my tools. So today, we're talking about the white toner printer. I've had it a few months. Would I buy it again? Absolutely. So, just as a reminder, I have the iColor 600. I had to think about it for a minute. It is by Uninet. My reasoning behind buying the Uninet over like Ghost White or even LAKEY, who is the OEM of this machine, but Uninet buys it and modifies it and has their own firmware, etc. The reason I went with Uninet is because, one, it was less expensive, but two, it had more capability. So it allows you to put the black cartridge in, it allows you to buy a sublimation toner, it allows you to buy a neon toner, and a bunch of other things that you can't do. Not that I will necessarily do it, but the big thing was the money. So it comes with a rip, which with the LAKEY you have to buy your own rip. Most people usually buy like the forever rip. You can buy this printer from Coldesi, you can buy it from, I think, Coleman and Company, it's the same thing. You can buy it just directly from LAKEY, you can buy it from other distributors. And it was just cheaper because with buying it from Uninet, it came with the software. You don't have to have the software, you don't have to have a rip to use this printer, but it makes it a lot easier. So that is why I went with Uninet. As far as my experience, I have had some problems. I've had some spotting and some different things. Media, it's kind of general, run-of-the-mill media. I have samples that they sent me of all their different stuff that I have not opened because I typically just run 11 by 17s and it works great. I've had, like I said, spotting issues with the white. That seems to come and go. No real rhyme or reason to it, but overall it's worked great. I've run over 300 11 by 17s through it, and I've made thousands of dollars from it. So let's show you just some of the details of the printer real quick. So you got the main body of the printer. You've got a paper tray, which I don't ever use because they suggest that you run your supplies through this tray, the auxiliary tray. So I always load the sheets that I'm printing in here. They feed through, they loop up. I'm sure Cameron, as much as he probably hates it, would love to find some footage to show you that. If he doesn't, we'll just link to some other videos in the description. You pop the top here by pushing these buttons. So you've got this that drops down, and then this that pops up. They, by default, have the, I'm okay, I'm not drunk. You've got the cyan, yellow, magenta, and the white. You can change the order of the cartridges, so you can put like the white in the front and swap them. It just depends on whether you are doing the overprint or underprint. So this is underprinting and this is overprinting. This is typically for apparel, and I can't remember what this one is for. Does it say? No, it doesn't. Oh, typically used for right side reading applications like printing color on clear or dark media. So like if you were running like a piece of black cardstock through it or something. So then you have the fuser and different developer parts. Anyway, I have a black cartridge somewhere. Obviously I don't use it for that. But, like I said, the Uninet has been super helpful with my business. It's definitely expensive. For the longest time, I only did cut vinyl, and I still do quite a bit of it. But the ability that it gives me to do short run, one-off shirt jobs has been awesome. I do a lot of left chests. Bob's done some full backs, which I don't like to do because then it just costs you more and you have to charge more. And I've done a few. If you price them right, it's worth it. But there's a lot of, I guess, Facebook groups and forums and posts that people hate this machine. And it's difficult to get the learning curve, especially if you've never watched any videos, you've never done anything. But I have found it to be useful. The software is pretty intuitive. There's really not much to show you. You load the file in, you choose whether you're doing an underprint or an overprint, and you hit send. So you can do the layout and all that in there. I don't. I do it all. Ooh, excuse me. Welcome back to 2 O'Clock Club. I lay everything out in Photoshop or Illustrator and import the file and print it. So really it's simple. The purpose of the rip is so that you can control the white, you can control the coverage, you can actually do rasterization in there. So rather than doing like a solid print, you can add lines or dots. I've never done that. You can. If you're doing full photos or something, it's suggested. But for what I do, it's very simple left chest logos, it's very simple full back things, and it works great. Washability is fine. I always tell people that they should wash things inside out. I always tell them they should hang dry it, but never had any complaints, never had any issues. And like I said, I've gone through 300 11x17 sheets. In total, I've probably done over 1,000 shirts with it, so it's awesome. But yeah, go watch my video, which I'll link down in the description, of the steps that I take. But I highly recommend the product. But if you don't have the money to buy it, don't. Don't just go out and buy it and think that you're gonna get the work. This is not the machine I would do that with. You definitely could do it. In my case, that's not a focus of mine. It's an accessory and it's a tool and it helps me. But if you watch my vlogs in the past, none of my machines run enough. But it is a great tool to have and it helps make me money. But don't buy it and expect the jobs to come. You gotta work for it. And I don't push it enough. But there's lots of work and lots of opportunity out there. The work that I get the most use out of it is from other printers like me that want full color transfers, that want those one-off things, and they don't have the ability to produce it themselves. There is also a lot of work in moms and dads and clubs doing short run full color things, but that's not the market I like to go after. I don't like consumer work. I prefer business to business. But I do a lot of business shirts with it. Like I'm doing 10 shirts here in the next couple of days that are going to be using the white toner because it's a 3-color front and they only want 10 shirts. It's not worth screen printing. So, works out great. But that's my 2 cents. That's my review. Love it, like it, would buy it again. Maybe not with the timing that I bought mine, but I do recommend the product. Thanks for watching, Print Fam. If you have any questions about what I do, why I do it, how I do it, etc., you know what to do. Leave those comments down below. Thanks, Cam, for editing the video. Really appreciate you. And as always, you can support the channel by using the links in the description, but we just appreciate you being here. So make sure you're subscribed so you can come back tomorrow. Hit the thumbs up if we deserved it. We'll see you next time, Print Fam.